Give Jean a warm welcome.
Does anybody here like massage? So yeah, who doesn't like massage? I mean, it's soothing and relaxing. So it was my last night in Asia after 4 months of schlepping around, and I was in Beijing, and I was in the Hutong, ancient Chinese neighborhood to you and I see a sign, not that kind. It says physical therapy massage. And in all of Asia, I had not seen a sign for physical therapy massage, every other kind. And so I am quick to leave the cobblestone street in the rain, and I go into the physical therapy clinic, which I am then overwhelmed with pink, because everything is pink in this clinic. And on the wall, there are all these photos of the various massages that one can get, and pedicures and manicures, and then there's a photo of Jennifer Aniston. So after a poor job at negotiating, 10 minutes later, the woman takes me into the room, and I sit on one of two twin beds, not a massage table, but twin beds, and they're covered with hot pink silk sheets. And she begins her work on me, and she's pushing really hard on my head, but it's a physical therapy massage, so I'm expecting it's going to be a little harder than the regular soothing kind. And she's pushing really hard, and then her phone rings, her cell phone, and she takes the phone call, and then she's back to me, and she starts pushing a little harder still, and then she starts thwacking and slapping at my head. And pretty severe blows to the head at this point. At this point, some man comes in and opens the door, and he just watches like he's a spectator at a boxing ring. And she is thwacking and slapping me, and I'm thinking, I'm paying for this. And eventually he just wanders off, closes the door, and turns on a TV, and he's got it blaring loud. Phone rings again as she takes it. She yells through the wall. He yells back over the blaring TV, and then back to me. Thwack, thwack, thwack. And then eventually she moves down to the rest of my body. And she gets to my lower arm, and she takes my wrist, and she holds it up and shows me my wrist, and then she takes her own wrist and she holds it up and circles it and shows me her wrist, and then back to mine, and then she gestures eating. To which I respond through gesture. I eat a lot, thank you very much, and that looks like this. And one can't be sure how that's interpreted. But her response was to run her hand around my waistline down to my hip and nod. And then she started working my thighs, and she's working them, and she's looking, and she's smiling at me, and she's nodding like, skinny American bitch, I love your thighs. And she keeps nodding and smiling, and all of a sudden she thrusts up her skirt, and she takes my hand and she puts it right on her thigh. And I think, I didn't know China had massage with happy ending too. Then she has me turn around, and she pulls down those sheets, and you know what? It was a massage table, and it had that little opening for my head. I put my head down there, and there's a stack of bottles, 3 inches from my nose. Another woman comes in. She introduces herself by saying, "Hello, massage? Nice to meet you." She leaves. The massage is all wrapped up. And in comes the woman. She ends up being the owner, and she can speak a little bit of English. And so the first thing my massage therapist does is she takes my wrist, and she goes like this, and then she goes, and so I'm like, damn, I'm tired of being called skinny my whole life. So I challenge them back by saying, guess my age. They're going to anyway. It's the third thing on the menu of introductions when you're in China. So they guess my age, and they're they underestimate my age by 15 years, to which I feel triumphant now. I've got the upper hand. So that leads them into guessing what I do for a living. Dancer? No. Actress? Well, listen, I know the difference between an actress and a storyteller, but a lot gets diluted when there's no common language there. So I say a little bit like an actress, a storyteller. Out comes a cell phone, flash, flash, flash. And then we are all lining each other up, and we have our arms around each other, and you know what? It's a massage with happy ending, because we are one happy Chinese family. And if you ever go down that alley and find physical therapy massage, I bet if you go in there, you'll see that right next to Jennifer Aniston is my photo, framed in pink.